Okay, are we on? We are. Yay. Oh, my Dawn Marie. Hello, my love. You're so gorgeous. I love you. I miss you. It's a very, very late night stream. And I know everybody works tomorrow, but I'm going to be a little night owl for a little bit. I have not gone live this week. I have been super busy with work, working overtime, because since the holidays are coming, woof. I'm not even ready for the holidays, but I have been working a lot of overtime, so that is the reason why I don't get on live sometimes. So I was like, you know what? I'm off tomorrow. Let me just do a late night stream and we'll just talk about anything. I know I had like lives like set up this week, but it's just like been so chaotic at work that I haven't had the chance to just sit down with you guys and like talk about true crime. So we're gonna do that tonight. You could be my replay crew. You could be here live. But I hope you guys had a good Thanksgiving. Hope you guys are doing good, beating the cold. It's currently like 30, like 40 degrees here. It's cold here, like super, super cold. I can't do the cold. It's just terrible. But tonight, I actually don't have everything in order. I literally just jumped on real quick. I do want to talk about a little bit of Kenneka Jenkins because she's starting to come back in my For You page. So I do want to talk about it because there's a lot of stuff that's happening revolving the whole Kenneka Jenkins case. So I do want to talk about that. Anna Kepner. I feel like I went down a rabbit hole with Anna Kepner. I do want to talk about Virginia and a little bit of Jeffrey. So be like, we'll probably end it like midnight my time, midnight 12:30. But let me get everything ready. I know my lovely Dawn Marie was here. Y'all guys go subscribe to Dawn. She is so amazing. She's so gorgeous. We love her. If my internet decides to there it goes. Okay. It's weird how it didn't do that. Okay. I really don't have everything set up. So please bear with me. So first, let's talk about Kenneka Jenkins. Well, we're gonna start from the beginning because I don't really think a lot of people know who Kenneka Jenkins is, and there has been a lot of stuff that's been happening regarding her. She's coming back up on everyone's For You page. This I believe he was a TikToker or a YouTuber prior. Like I want to say, if I'm not mistaken, right after she was found deceased, he came out and was like doing a video. He said he knew about the case, that people were calling him allegedly for, tell me, what's her name? No, oh yeah, you kind of did, but it's okay. So I'll tell you a little bit about her right now, but there's also a YouTuber. He did pass away. Well, allegedly people think he was unalived by somebody, but he knew everything about the Kenneka Jenkins case right after Kenneka Jenkins was discovered. He had even allegedly names of who they say allegedly unalived Kenneka that night. And then a few days later, he just turns up like deceased, like he died, like, and people are thinking that somebody set him up. And if I could find that video and we have audio tonight, I am for sure gonna show you, because it popped up on my TikTok today and I didn't even know who this guy was, and I got like the chills. I was like, whoa. And a lot of people are talking about her mom, how her mom allegedly signed like an NDA with the hotel not to say nothing. Lots of stuff that I didn't even know of. I mean, I heard of Kenneka Jenkins like a year after she was found unalived, but I didn't know all this was happening. So, excuse me. On September 10th in 2017, Kenneka Jenkins, who was a 19-year-old from Chicago, Illinois, was found deceased inside a latched freezer of the Crowne Plaza Chicago O'Hare Hotel in Rosemount, Illinois, after attending a party there the prior day. The medical examiner report found Jenkins' death to be accidental. Alcohol and terpomate found in her system were thought to have hastened the effects of hypothermia sustained by Jenkins remaining inside the freezer. While the Rosemount Police Department did not suspect foul play, they stated that their investigation was incomplete. Jenkins' family and friends criticized the initial police response, and a lawsuit was subsequently filed against the hotel and others. The lawsuit was settled in 2023. So a year, I remember when her case was going all over social media that a lot of people were saying that how could a girl be, how could she do that? How could she throw herself in a freezer and things like that? If you go online, you can literally find like her autopsy photos. I don't think I'll get flagged. Let me show you. I mean, just seeing like the photos of where they found her in the freezer, it's off, really off. But if you hear the dogs in the back, don't mind them. There's cats outside and they're just going wild. Let me show you the hotel footage. Now, a lot of people are saying that they suspect, since the way that she was found in the freezer, they suspect that it had to been somebody who worked at the hotel, because just the way it looked, it was just so weird. It was just so it was just weird, like really weird how the way she was acting prior to when she got in the freezer. But I'm gonna show you surveillance footage. I don't think it's gonna play any sound. I don't think so. Well, let me pull it up on my phone and see. Okay. Let me share. Let me know if you can hear it.
Of new video are released revealing more about a woman found dead in a hotel freezer. CBS 2's Audrina Begas joins us now. So you poured through this video. What is it showing us?
36 hours of video, and this was just released to us a few hours ago. This video shows Kenneka Jenkins walking into the kitchen, but we never see her entering the freezer. And tonight, that is why her family is not satisfied with the theory that she walked into the freezer on her own. Surveillance video shows Kenneka Jenkins walking with friends at the Crowne Plaza Hotel early Saturday morning. We see her a few hours later by herself. At one point, she stumbles out of an elevator. Later, she repeatedly hits the wall walking down this hallway. Another camera catches her running into a stairwell and then catching her fall. Video time codes appear to show Kenneka roaming the hotel for over an hour.
She's trying to find her way, and no one from Crowne Plaza Hotel responds to her.
Around 3:30 a.m., Kenneka enters a lower-level kitchen in the hotel. She walks out of frame, but then she's captured walking here on another camera. But we still don't see her entering the freezer.
I want to see her literally actually walking into this freezer and closing herself within this freezer.
I want all of the recordings, all of the communications, all of the reports, the statements that were taken. I want to know the individuals that were there.
Tonight, Rosemount police say 31 people were at the party with Kenneka inside the hotel room, booked with a fraudulent credit card. Police say they're still trying to identify and find 15 of the partygoers. Meanwhile, autopsy and toxicology results have yet to be released.
Why is Kenneka dead? That's where we need to be. We will get to the bottom of it. We will only go to where the facts lead us.
Kanika's family attorneys say they will be conducting their own independent investigation. They're also considering a second autopsy. Rob and Erica, that's because there's still a lot of unanswered questions tonight.
You know,
they're also considering.
So when a lot of people saw the footage, I mean, even me seeing the footage, I believe that, you know, she had went out that same night with her friends and stuff. That's not something, I don't know, in my opinion, I think that's not something how if she was drunk, why would she go to a freezer, throw herself in the freezer for, you know what I'm saying? It's been always speculated around that maybe Kanika met someone at the hotel who was a hotel staff, they're saying, or at the bar, and that maybe that he told her, hey, meet me here in the spot in the hotel, and she did, and maybe they think that the same person she was going to meet probably spiked her drink. Remember, it's all alleged opinions. All over TikTok, people are saying that maybe she was hearing voices and she was following those voices to the freezer. Maybe a worker saw her, he assaulted her, then he threw her in there. It's a lot of speculations that people are saying, but everyone's trying to figure out how in the heck did Kanika Jenkins get inside the freezer? Like, you know, and another thing is about her friends, you know, just the way her friends are. They want investigators to like look into her friends, and I think they should look into her friends. I believe they did, and I don't think they suspected nothing of the friends, but I think they need to revisit that because as a real friend, if you went out with Kanika and she was drunk, you would have taken her back to her hotel room. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't lose her. So I don't know. It's a lot of suspicious going around here. There was another case like this. I think her name was Shanquilla, if I'm not mistaken. I do want to talk about that case too. There's a lot of cases I want to talk about. But Kanika Jenkins was a resident of the west side of Chicago in the U.S. state of Illinois. Borrowing her mother's car, she left the house at 11:30 on Friday, September 8, 2017, to attend a private party at the Crowne Plaza Chicago O'Hare Hotel in nearby Rosemount. The party, which consisted of Jenkins' friends, took place in room 926 of the hotel. Jenkins arrived at the hotel at 1:13 in the morning Saturday. An acquaintance who was present with Jenkins at the party noticed that Jenkins appeared to be swaying back and forth as she embraced him in a hug. Several witnesses reported seeing her drink cognate, but did not see her partake in any marijuana or any drugs. Another witness reported that Jenkins wasn't acting like her usual self, noting that she would dance a little but later appeared to be sad and went to go sit down. Her sister spoke with her over the phone for the last time at 1:30 in the morning. Jenkins was briefly seen with others walking through one of the halls in the hotel. Camera footage later surfaced of her staggering, apparently intoxicated, near the front desk at 3:20 in the morning, and 5 minutes later she could be seen leaving an elevator on one of the lower floors. The final footage, which captured Jenkins alive, was time-stamped 3:32 a.m. It showed her arriving at the kitchen where she rounded a corner towards the freezer. The freezer door itself was reportedly out of the camera's sight. You'll be listening. You're falling asleep. Well, if you do fall asleep and you leave, good night. I hope you have a good night and a good Monday. I know tomorrow's Monday. About 1 hour later, Jenkins' friends called her mother, Teresa, from her car. They told her that they could not find Jenkins and had therefore left the party. I mean, right there, I mean, I would have been like looking. If it was me, first of all, I would have never let my friend who's acting weird out of my sight. Like, when I go out with people, I yes, I want to have fun, but I turn into a mom, like, real quick. Like, I turn into that friend who's a mom, like, because I'm gonna make sure if we all came together, we're all gonna leave together. Or if you're wanting to go home and you're intoxicated, I'm gonna take you home because you don't need to be driving. And if I know I'm gonna be a designated driver that night, I'm for sure not drinking. So I think right there, the friend should have been like, no, let's look for her no matter what, so we could all go home. Um, Albeit while in possession of Jenkins' mobile phone, Martin went to the hotel to assist in the search, arriving at 5:30 in the morning Saturday. Upon reaching the hotel management, she was told that they could not provide access to video footage from the night before until someone reported Kanika missing to the police. At 7:14 in the morning, Kanika's mom called the Rosemount Public Safety Department, who informed her that it would be prudent to wait a few more hours before reporting her daughter missing, as often the individual simply turns up on their own. At 12:46, Jenkins' older sister, Harris, filed a missing persons report with the police, who officially reported Kanika as missing to hotel management at 1:15. Family members later characterized the initial police response as lacking in urgency. Martin Harris returned to the hotel around 6, whereupon the proceeding to knock on many guest doors from the top floor to the bottom until a hotel employee called 911 to complain. A first check of camera footage was focused on entrances and exits. Turned up nothing, but at 10 p.m., police spotted footage of Jenkins stumbling through the hotel. Her whereabouts remained unknown until she was found in the hotel's freezer by an employee at 12:25 a.m. Sunday and was pronounced deceased at 12:48 a.m. She was found lying face down on her side with one shoe off. There are no signs of trauma other than a small cut on her foot. The temperature inside the freezer was around to be 34 Fahrenheit, approximately 2 hours after the doors had been left open. So the freezer, which was on and working, was described as a walk-in freezer within a walk-in cooler and was part of an unused kitchen. Lights were apparently turned off in both chambers when she entered them. Questions remain as to why the freezer was turned on. Although it was reportedly being leased out to the restaurant using space in the hotel, CNN reported that the motion detecting security camera footage they received did not show Kanika actually entering the freezer. However, community activist Andrew Holmes claimed that he was shown police footage of Jenkins entering the freezer alone with no other persons nearby to assist her. Now, I've never seen that. I've never seen any footage, or I've never heard any talks about where they claimed allegedly she walked into the freezer by herself. I've never seen that. So, I mean, if Andrew Holmes has the video or if he knows something, I mean, you should just come out and tell us, because I'm pretty sure a lot of people want to know. On October 6, 2017, the Cook County Medical Examiner's Office ruled Jenkins' death as accidental. The autopsy report found no illegal drugs in Jenkins' system, but her blood alcohol level was found to be 0.112. Traces of topiramate, a drug used to treat epilepsy and migraine headaches, were found in her system. Although she was never prescribed this medication, topiramate taken together with alcohol can enhance the effects of both and hasten the onset of hypothermia, the presence of which was confirmed by lesions found in Jenkins' stomach. Brain swelling was also observed, but this condition was not associated with the cause of death. The Rosemount Police Department issued a statement the same day saying that while no foul play was suspected, their investigation had not been completed. According to the police report, the credit card that was used to secure the hotel room was fraudulent and linked to a Chicago area gang. Although rumors of foul play circulated around the case, officials asserted that none of the allegations were borne out by the evidence. However, Kanika's friends' stories remain inconsistent as to exactly what had happened after the party. After she went missing, one friend texted another about how Jenkins was drunk and missing, and they replied, "Came back, find Kanika, and I can't believe y'all lost her." They told Martin and Jenkins had gone downstairs with some people, but they left her alone to go and retrieve a cell phone from one of the hotel rooms. Let me pull up my TikTok so I can show you what I was talking about on TikTok. But like I said, I mean, I think they need to just go back and look into the friends. I don't know. From day one, I've always had like very suspicious vibes from those friends. Where is my TikTok? There it is. And let me see if I can find that video of that guy who, maybe it's better to do it on the web. Hold on. Who I told you about. I mean, it was so crazy. It literally popped up on my For You page today on TikTok, and he was just like, I got names and this and that, and a few days later he was deceased. They found him dead. I was like, whoa. Okay, this is better. Let me exit. Okay, where's my search? Let me pull up the video. How do you... I don't want to butcher her name. Kenneka Jenkins. Okay. It is code in here. Okay. So, oh, the mother. Okay. We can look at some lives. Let me show you some quick footage from TikTok. All credits that I'm going to show you go out to these TikTokers. But this is Kenneka's mother. Apparently, allegedly, they said that she signed an NDA with the hotel not to say anything. The last time I've heard Kenneka Jenkins' mom talk was, I believe, when we saw that footage where she was talking to the news station. That was the last time I think anyone has ever heard from her. But recently, she allegedly did a live on Instagram or on TikTok, and people said it was just weird. Like her, I don't know, they just got weird vibes, and people are allegedly saying that the reason why she hasn't talked was because she signed a NDA. Is what people are allegedly assuming, but this was taken back in 2021 because the comments go back all the way to 2021. So shout out to, I believe this page is dedicated to Kenneka Jenkins. So, oh.
Hey, live. Yeah, this is me, Kenneka Jenkins' mama. Let me tell y'all something. No disrespect, but guess what? Life has pushed me to a point that they should have made my Campbell, my humble heart, to become two. Life has pushed me to a point. Keep it real. I don't give a F whether you like me or not. I don't understand if you don't understand this. So let me.
So, I mean, allegedly they're saying this is the mom. I don't think I could play the full thing because I'm getting a copyright strike on my end. God dang it. But I'll put this on my Discord if you guys want to see it.
I say right foot creep.
Maybe if I put the music down. And then allegedly they're saying that a few days ago, Kenneka's mom put on Facebook that this S is about to hit the fan. Justice for Kenneka. Things like that. I do want to show you some footage I saw. Oh, I don't think I can show you that. Can I make it bigger? Oh. Okay. So a lot of people are showing this part where it's with her friends. Now, if you were to look at the full video of the I'm not gonna play the sound because it's playing music, but if you were to look at the full surveillance footage of the hotel, they say that a lot of stuff is edited out or allegedly they see this man who they believe worked in the hotel. I mean, it's a lot of things, but I've looked at the full thing, and there is some pieces that are kind of like missing, or that's kind of like it looks kind of weird. So right here, they're showing you about her friends, because remember, her friends were saying that they were looking for her up and down the hotel, but they're saying that this guy. And let me zoom out so you guys can see better. This guy that we saw in the beginning. So right here's Kanika. Allegedly, they say that this guy is one of the people that was hanging out with them, or that was one of her friends. They say he goes behind this pillar, and fact check this person or not, but when they went to go watch the footage, he doesn't move. They said he just stands there. And of course, you see her other two friends. One of them does have her shoes in her hand. I believe it's the one in the back. And then they're saying, notice how she goes to the same place, and they allegedly think that he's talking to her. And then you see where she comes into view when she moves away from the pillars. Right there, how she comes in the back. And then the other friend comes back. Then it says, now look at this. Many people say that friends are carrying someone or something. The girl in the blue will be walking backwards in a sec. People also say they edit footage from different parts of the night and merge them together to hide certain things, but a little far-fetched, but possible. This is from Slimped 950. I mean, what is in the frame? What is this? I mean, it kind of does look like they're carrying something. I mean, I don't know. Some people, I mean, a lot of people have been telling police, you should go back and look into the friends. Okay. Let me. Okay, so I can kind of show you. I could get you guys the actually no. I'll put that on Discord, the pictures. So there is pictures of Kanika in the freezer, the crime scene. I could show you guys that on Discord. So join the Discord, and I'll be putting that in there if you guys want to see it. I don't know. It looks weird. I don't think she could just go into the freezer and just lay there for hours. I think it was like almost like more than 12 hours. I don't think she could do that. And a lot of people are thinking the same thing. Now this guy, here he is. This is the guy I was telling you about who said that literally if hang on, that's a different video. How this guy said allegedly he knew a lot about the Kanika Jenkins case, and then he was found unalived a few days after he said that he knew something. Let me see. I'm trying to get it. What's his name? Okay. Here we go. Oh, it's the same video. What the? It is just taking me to different videos. What is going on, TikTok? I want this one. Okay, there we go. Oh. Oh, it's been what? Oh. Okay, well, it looks like TikTok took the video down. Well, okay. Weird. It was just literally right there. Why is it not? Okay. So it has the picture of the guy, but then when I click on it, it says this video has been removed. Weird. Okay, wait, let's see here. No, it still does the same thing. Maybe I have to slide. Okay. Well, that's weird. It took me to different. Well, anyways, I will get you that video. But let's go over here. Let's get off my TikTok. Well, that's, I don't know what's going on with my TikTok. But let us see. Where were we at? We were on Wikipedia. Okay. But yeah, I'm gonna get those videos for you and the pictures and put them on Discord so you guys could see them. Okay, the link to my Discord should be in the comments. But besides Kenneka Jenkins tonight, I did want to talk about Anna Kepner. I've heard so much going on regarding the Anna Kepner story. I mean, it's a rabbit hole that people are falling down, and something about the stepbrother or something. So a lot of people are talking about the stepbrother, and I'm kind of like, I'm a little new to Anna Kepner. That's why she's not popping up. There you go. I'm a little new, so bear with me. If you know, let me know in the comments. But we're gonna learn tonight. But if you already know, drop a little summary or information you have. So Anna Kepner, who died on a Carnival cruise, fought for her life as family demands stepbrother be charged for her murder. When I heard that people were looking into the stepbrother, I was like, whoa, what's going on here? Like, what? So an 18-year-old Florida cheerleader who was killed in the cabin of a cruise ship. What made me was like, okay, I need to cover the case, because what did the stepbrother do? She shared with her stepbrother, fought for her life, according to a relative who on Friday demanded that the boy be charged. I know Anna fought. I know she fought for her life. So it's rough. It's rough. Anna Kepner's aunt, Crystal, told Fox 35. Wright is frustrated that there has been no arrest following Kepner's mysterious death, which was ruled a homicide. We don't understand why, if the boy is a suspect, why he has not been charged yet. What's happening there? Wright fumed. It's turmoil. We're just sitting here waiting. So a little facts that they give us is Anna Kepner. She died on a Carnival cruise. Okay, now it's just moving around everywhere. So the tragic teen's death was ruled a homicide by mechanical asphyxiation after her body was found on November 7th while vacationing with her family. Kepner was stashed under her cabin bed, wrapped in a blanket, covered by life vest, and Anna's father, Christopher Kepner, has said he wants his stepson charged if he's responsible for her death. Law enforcement have yet to announce a suspect or person of interest. Okay, I got questions. How does a Carnival cruise ship bed look? Because if you were to look in a hotel bed, you can't stick a body under there because it's like a box that goes, it kind of looks like a box underneath the bed, and you can't put nothing in there because it's like closed everywhere. Carnival cruise ship beds. I'm very I like to know how they look. I mean, I could be wrong. Maybe there is some where you can stick stuff under the bed. Okay, let me see. Here. We'll go to the actual website as soon as it loads. But, I mean, they said she shared a room with her stepbrother. I mean, I don't know. Reading that gave me a little bit of John Bonet vibes. Okay, let me see. Yo, I was right. Look. I mean, how do you stick somebody under there? You see like that? You see how it looks like that? Like, you can't put nothing in there. Even you. How would you do that though? How would you put somebody's body under a bed and then put like life jackets? If this is correct, I mean, you can't really. It looks like a box, no? Or that's just the sheets. I need to see more pictures. I'm very. Okay. Maybe it's the sheets. Maybe I'm. Whoa, they're bunk beds. No, I mean, it looks like a box. It looks like you can't put nothing in there. I don't know. I know some beds are open where you can put stuff in there. Let me see. No, but I mean, you see how it looks like a box is underneath it? I mean, if it looks like this, where it's like the hotel beds where it kind of looks like a box and you can't put anything in there because it's closed all around. How in the hell did he put her under that bed, or how did she get under that bed? I don't know. It definitely has me raising an eyebrow, because how can you do that? And then another thing, he shares a room with her. Do they not go and check up on them to see if they're okay? Like, do they not go check on the kids and be like, "Hey kids, you doing good?" I mean, my mom would. My mom would go and check up on me. Let's see. I don't know. I mean, if it is a box where it's closed all around, how in the hell how did she get under that bed? How? It makes I have so many questions, okay? Like, I have a lot. Do they have video footage? I believe I saw somewhere. I mean, it's just so weird. Do we have video footage? There is. Wait, what? Hold on. Wait, where is this from? Who put this out? E-Times. E-Times. I don't know if that's a credible source. Okay. I mean, just looking at the title, it looks convincing, but if you look at the video of it, it's not really convincing. I don't think, no. Okay, that's not, okay. I want to see if there's any camera footage that they caught from the cruise. Is this it? Shocking reveals? What is this? Wait. I don't want to give you guys misinformation. Let me see. Does it play? It does not play. Oop. I like the post. Okay, no. That's not. Okay, there's 2 videos out there that are saying that it's allegedly the attack of Anna Kepner, but it's not. I just fact checked it. It is not. This is. What the heck? Why would they put that out there if it's not? All right, let me see what else other article there is. I mean, it's just weird. I mean, if the stepbrother did unalive her, if he did strangle her to death, what was the reason? Like, what did she do for him to do that? I have siblings of my own, and I would never strangle my siblings. I would say I would, but I wouldn't. But what would trigger him to do that? You know, what would trigger him to strangle her to death? And then for him to throw her under the bed, cover her up like she was nothing. What made him do that? And another thing, if the beds are like that, where it's closed all around, how did he manage to put her? Could you pick up the bed and stuff her in there and close it? Like, and another thing, why didn't the parents go and check up on them? Because whenever I would go out, like whenever we went on vacation, my mom would come and check up on me and my sisters. Be like, hey, what are you doing? You know? So her death is ruled a homicide. So far, they're looking into the stepbrother. The family wants the stepbrother to be charged. So that is the only news regarding the recent news regarding Anna Kepner. Now we're gonna switch positions because this is just like a multi-live stream. So we went from Kenneka Jenkins to Anna Kepner. May they both get the justice they deserve, and we finally know what really happened to Kenneka Jenkins and what's happening with Anna Kepner. Because I mean, it's just a lot of stuff. I do want to talk about the I think it's Scotland? No, not Scotland. No, it wasn't that one. It was Stockdale. I think it was Stockdale. Stockton? Stockton. There you go. The birthday party. Here we go. So yesterday, I don't know if you guys heard what happened yesterday, but there was a mass shooting that occurred yesterday at a child's birthday party. I did catch a live on it and it broke my heart. So here's a little update on the case. So 4 were killed and 11 are injured. So there was a shooting at a Stockton banquet hall, promoted a multi-agency search for the shooter who is still on the loose Sunday night. So if you live in the Stockton area, if you live anywhere in California, please be careful. Please be on the lookout because if I'm not mistaken, they are still looking for the shooter. But let me tell you a little bit more information regarding what happened. So local sheriff characterizes it as a particularly callous and brutal crime. People went to a child's birthday party Saturday night and opened fire, killing victims ages from 8, 9, 14, and 21. These animals walked in and shot children at a children's birthday party, and none of us should stand for that. Patrick Withrow, the sheriff of San Joaquin County, California, said at the news conference Sunday. In addition, 11 people were hospitalized after gunfire erupted shortly after 6 p.m. Saturday at a banquet hall on the 1900 block of Lucille Avenue in Stockton. At least one of them was in critical condition Sunday, Withrow said, with conditions for the others unavailable. Withrow said shell casings and rounds from the scene, including firearms discovered on a rooftop, were still being processed for conclusive evidence. But so far, he said, there appears to be multiple shooters. It is not clear whether that includes anyone who may have returned fire. No one was in custody Sunday night, and Withrow urges anyone with information about the attackers to reach out. Investigators are also looking to gather video from Saturday, he said. On Saturday night, Sheriff's spokesperson Heather Brandt said the attack may have been a targeted incident. Stockton Mayor Christina Fugazi said the shooting was the result of a group gang violence. NBC affiliate KCRA of Sacramento reported Withrow says Sunday that it's too early to determine gang involvement. Withrow said, "We're confident that this is not a random act. They walked into an area probably looking for someone in particular. This was not somebody who was unacquainted with them." He said gunfire apparently erupted in the banquet hall and outside it, where multiple vehicles, some displaying signs of having been struck by rounds, were towed for possible evidence. It appears that it started indoors and it worked its way outdoors, he said. Brent said the FBI, Stockton Police, and other law enforcement agencies were assisting with the investigation. Stockton Police said of officers responding to the reports late Saturday of several armed suspects in the Civic District, roughly 7 miles south of the shooting, arrested 5 people, including a 16-year-old, on weapons and gang allegations, and found 2 firearms at the scene. Withrow said it's unclear whether any of those people have any connection to the banquet hall shooting. Stockton Vice Mayor Jason Lee said at a separate news conference Sunday that he was angry about the violence. Someone went to a birthday party and shot people's children. He said that's not human. San Joaquin County District Attorney Ron Fiertz vowed that the community will have the full force of my officers' resources in holding the person responsible accountable. Let this ring perfectly clear: in San Joaquin County, violence of this nature has absolutely no place at any time, shape, or form, and children should not be harmed by gun or gang violence. California Governor Gavin Newsom said Sunday on Twitter, "Our hearts break for their families and the entire Stockton community." Stockton is a county seat of San Joaquin County, which grounds more than half the state's farm production. I mean, who just does that though? Like, who goes and just shoots up like a little kid's birthday party like that? That is it. That's horrible. It breaks my heart. Like, really? There's children. Like, just shoot. Don't even shoot. Like, back then, whenever people, like, gangs would get in fight, they wouldn't shoot. They would fight with their fist. It breaks my heart because I'm like, oh my God, like, there's lots of little kids there. Like, really? Like, that, it hurt my heart hearing about the little kids and everything. Because I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, oh my God. There are demons that walk around us in this world, and they're humans. This person who did this is a monster. This is a demon. Like a demon. What time is it? It is about to be 11:50. We were on for 48 minutes. Let me see. So for that shooting in Stockton, so far they're still looking for the shooter. So if you're in the Stockton area or any surrounding areas, please be careful. Please be safe. Hopefully they catch this person and put them behind bars and anyone else who was involved, you know. We talked about Kanika, Anna, Stockton. I do want to talk a little bit about Virginia. Virginia I can never say her last name right. Virginia Giuffre. Giuffre? Okay, there we go. I think that's how you say her last name. I'm sorry if I'm butchering it. I want to talk about a little bit of Virginia Giuffre. So let me pull up Virginia Giuffre, if you don't know who she is. So Virginia, let me pull up her picture. There we go. Share screen. Here we go. So let's talk a little bit about Virginia Giuffre. So Virginia Giuffre was an American and Australian advocate of survivors for ex trafficking and one of the most prominent accusers of the child ex offender Jeffrey Epstein. In 2015, Virginia founded Victims Refuge Silence, a U.S. nonprofit organization dedicated to supporting survivors. The organization was relaunched as a Speak Out Act Reclaim SOAR in November 2021. She provided detailed accounts on numerous American and British reporters about being trafficked by Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell. I told you guys the other day we were going to talk about Virginia, so I was like, you know what, let's just do it right now tonight. Virginia pursued criminal and civil actions against Epstein and Maxwell while appealing directly to the public for justice and awareness. She sued Maxwell for defamation in 2015. The case was settled in Virginia's favor in 2017 for an undisclosed sum. On July 2nd, 2019, the United States Court of Appeals for the Second Circuit ordered the unsealing of documents from Virginia's civil suit against Maxwell. I have all that because remember, I was going to do a live on Virginia the other day. I do need to see when I'm free so I can read you the lawsuit. And besides that, Virginia did write a book. I think it was called like Nobody's Girl or something in the line of girl. I do want to give my honest, kind of like a summary, my summary on what I got from the book. I did buy the book. It should be here like in a few days. So I'm going to be reading that book. And then once I finish it, I'm going to give you guys a summary from what I got from that book. So the first batch of documents was released on August 9, 2019, further implicating Epstein, Maxwell, and their associates the following day. Epstein was found dead in his Manhattan prison cell. In a December 2019 BBC Panorama interview, Virginia described being trafficked by Epstein to the United Kingdom's then Prince Andrew, which shifted public opinion against the former prince. Remember, this live stream is for entertainment and educational purposes only. Everything is all alleged and opinions. It's in the little thing going down below. She later sued Andrew in the New York Civil Court. The suit was settled in February 2022. Andrew paid Virginia an undisclosed amount and made substantial donation to her charity. Virginia died by self-infliction in April 2025. Her memoir, Nobody's Girl, was published in October 2025. That's the book I've got, Nobody's Girl. So I'm going to read it, and then I'm going to tell you guys basically what was said in the book. Like, I'm going to get some key notes, everything. We are going to come back and talk more about Virginia. And then I found some stuff, too, regarding Jeffrey Epstein. I know a lot of people don't like to sit and hear the files or anything, but I found a book. I think it was his birthday book that I do want to read to you guys, and it was just really disturbing. But a lot of people think allegedly that Virginia didn't self-inflict herself. They think that somebody unalived her. It's a lot of things that has been said. Besides, a lot of stuff has came out regarding Jeffrey Epstein, but I remember Virginia was everywhere. Everyone was talking about Virginia and her story and everything that occurred. If you go to the documentaries, Virginia was on both documentaries that they did of Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell, along with many other survivors. I think some of them are starting to come out and speak. But yeah. So I get the book in a few days. So once I get the book, I'm gonna read it, and then we're gonna do like a summary of the book of what I got from that book. But yeah, we're going on an hour. It's about to be midnight my time. I should probably end it because I know everybody's asleep, and I need to do some research for another case. I did want to talk about Ellen tonight. A little bit about Ellen Greenberg. I still have where we left off. We do need to finish Ellen Greenberg, Justice for Ellen Greenberg. But I think we're going to save Ellen for another night. I need to see when I'm not working any overtime to sit down and talk to you guys. I do miss these lives. I have been so busy with work. I've been sick too. I've been getting my allergies. My allergies are starting to come back again just because it's like so hot and cold here in Texas. Right now it's like freezing cold. And then what else? Well, I mean, besides work and recovering from sickness, I've been doing a lot of research behind the scenes. I've been in a lot of people's lives here and there when I can. But yeah, soon we'll get back to our regular live stream. If I don't live stream, then I'll post a live recording, things like that, so you guys can hear it. But I do miss our live streams, and we do need to set up another one. I need to see when I'm not busy, so that way we could sit down and have a long stream. I do need to finish Ellen and other topics that I forget to finish. But I'm gonna end it here. I know tonight's live stream was just like all over the place, but I just wanted to come on live and talk about a few topics that have been coming up, especially regarding Kenneka, Anna, the Stockton shooting, the Virginia. They all have been coming back into the headlines. A lot of people are going back and looking into their cases. I will post some stuff right now in my Discord, so check out my Discord. It's in the comments, but if you're my replay crew, it's in my description bio. You guys can go and join and look at it. But I'm gonna be posting some stuff. I'm gonna be adding some categories to Discord regarding some cases, and then I'm going to come back and follow up on all those cases we just talked about tonight, especially Kenneka, Anna, and Virginia. Those are the main three that we're going to definitely come back to. Also, we're going to come back to Ellen Greenberg because we have a lot, and I mean a lot of documents to read. Plus, we still need to look into Sam. But yeah, we have a lot coming up really soon. Hopefully I don't have that much overtime this week, so that way I can sit on live with you at least for like 2 days and get some stories in, some lives in. But yeah, I'm gonna call it a night here. But I hope you guys have a good rest of your, well, it's already Monday for me. It just turned Monday. I hope you guys have a good Monday, a good work week. I will drop the next live on Discord. So yeah, look out for that. You guys are the best. I love you all. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being my replay crew. If you were a lurker, anything like that, you guys are the best. You guys are so sweet, and I love you all. Bye, guys.